There's a deity that often goes unnoticed because it doesn't appear that much in art. We don't see a lot of paintings, and I can't even recall ever seeing a sculpture of this figure. And the deity is Takkiraja. Takkiraja here means, in Tibetan, Dupe Gyalpo, the king of desire, king of passion, king of lust, king of desire. So, where we find Takkiraja is in multiple places. So really, to understand Takkiraja, we have to look at it from the point of view as, is he a primary figure, and then from the point of view of secondary figure. Now, as a primary figure, it's said that he comes out of the Guhyasamaja Tantra, and he's one-faced, two-armed, red in color, semi-peaceful, semi-wrathful. This gets confusing sometimes because in some depictions he's wrathful, others he's semi-peaceful, semi-wrathful. Red in color, holding upraised in the right hand a hook, and in the left he's holding a Vajra lasso. Not a noose, not a snare, it's a lasso. It's for catching something with a rope or a string and then drawing it to you. It's not for hanging, like killing somebody with a noose. It's not like that. Or it is a bit like a snare, except snares are often designed to kill, whereas a lasso is designed to bring it in alive, which is what we're talking about here. Okay, so Takkiraja, typically in the texts where he's a primary figure, a meditational deity, then he has a consort, Sukha Bharata, something like that in Sanskrit. Dewa Gyatje, I think, in Tibetan. So where we find this in terms of traditions, well, we really find it with the Sakya tradition. It came into Tibet through, I believe it was Ma Lotsawa. Is it Ma Lotsawa? It was, anyway, it's coming in through Bari Lotsawa, coming down from the Indian Siddha Jetari. And it's basically a power deity, and it's one of what's called the three great red ones, the Marpo Korsum or Marpo Korchen. Korsum Chen. So these three are comprised of Kurukula, Takkiraja, and the Maharakta Ganapati. And they also belong to a larger group called the 13 Golden Dharmas. So in terms of painting, in terms of context and surrounding figures, this is often where you will find it, in this group of the three great red ones or in the group of the 13 Golden Dharmas. Okay, so that's Takkiraja as an individual meditational deity. Now, we also have Takkiraja as a secondary figure, and we have him as a secondary figure with the 10 wrathful ones. Now, the 10 wrathful ones are often the protection circles for Anuttara Yoga mandalas, such as Hevajra, Guhyasamaja, Chakra Sambhara, and whatnot. And possibly Vajrabhairava. And Takkiraja is a member of that group, but we have to think that the Takkiraja that belongs to the 10 wrathful ones is not necessarily the Takkiraja that comes out of the Guhyasamaja and is a power deity. I think what we have to do is we have to say they have the same name, and we have to say that Takkiraja itself can be a category of deities, where we find it as an individual meditational deity for power. Then we find it as retinue figures for the protection circle for major mandalas, and possibly elsewhere, as well as revealed treasure traditions of the Nyingma, where we have Takkiraja type figures that appear to be copying the Sarma Takkiraja. Now, in terms of the retinue being in the mandala, where we find Takkiraja also is one of the 4 wrathful deities in the 9-deity Ushnisha Vijaya long life practice. So Ushnisha Vijaya, Takkiraja is one of the 9. We have Takkiraja in the Siddhatapatra mandala, Guhyasamaja, the Vajravidarana, but not the white Vajravidarana, the blue wrathful that comes through the tradition of Virupa. We have Takir Raja in the Buddha-sama Yoga. That's a Chakra Samvara related Tantra, and then also in the Sri Vajra. So Takir Raja, not that commonly found in art, often a secondary figure in art and a little less easy to identify. But there you have it. So we'll leave it there. You can subscribe, you can press like, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.